Handling Trump is all about subtlety, about knowing what to ignore and what to address. It's a job for cool and mature heads. In other words, not for Jagmeet Singh. He is the political equivalent of a hammer, except he hits everything other than the nail. Jagmeet Singh 2.0. His party sources say that he plans to be unplugged and unfiltered this year.
Indian media figure Palki Sharma recently turned the spotlight on Jagmeet Singh. And this has not only captured the attention of political analysts, but also reignited debates on leadership, diplomacy, and accountability in international relations. Singh, who has built his political reputation on progressive values and as an advocate for the Indian diaspora in Canada, found himself at the receiving end of Sharma's incisive dissection of his leadership and controversial stances.
Handling Trump is all about subtlety, about knowing what to ignore and what to address. It's a job for cool and mature heads. In other words, not for Jagmeet Singh. He is the political equivalent of a hammer, except he hits everything other than the nail.
As we move forward, I'd like to ask you a quick favor to subscribe and like this video. It takes just a second and helps us so much. Jagmeet Singh, the leader of Canada's New Democratic Party, has carved out a distinctive space in Canadian politics with his progressive ideals and vocal advocacy for inclusivity. As the first person from a minority background to lead a major federal political party in Canada, Singh has positioned himself as a champion of diversity and social justice.
His tariff threats are directly threatening hundreds and thousands of Canadian jobs. They also threaten to increase the cost of living at a time when people are already struggling with the cost of groceries and the cost of their bills.
His policies often focus on issues such as affordable housing, universal health care, and climate action, which resonates strongly with his core supporters. Singh's advocacy extends beyond domestic politics. He has consistently portrayed himself as a defender of the Indian diaspora in Canada, often addressing concerns that impact this community. His cultural identity as a Sikh has further endeared him to many who feel he represents their voice in a political landscape that can sometimes overlook minority perspectives.
Apparently, this is Jagmeet Singh 2.0. His party sources say that he plans to be unplugged and unfiltered this year. Unplugged from reality, I guess, because mocking Donald Trump is the worst idea. He and his allies feed on the online banter.
Palki Sharma's critique of Jagmeet Singh was a takedown that dissected his political stances and highlighted areas where his leadership faltered. Her analysis began with Singh's vocal opposition to Donald Trump, an aspect of his platform that has been celebrated and criticized. Singh has consistently positioned himself as a counterweight to Trump's policies, frequently denouncing the former U.S. president's ideas on immigration, trade, and nationalism.
Listen to what Jagmeet Singh said, and I'm quoting here, "Cut the crap, Donald. No Canadian wants to join you. You come for Canadian jobs, Americans will pay a price." He said, forget Donald Trump. This is the real art of the deal. And he goes on. Jagmeet Singh has called Trump a bully and a troll. He has also issued a challenge to anyone running to be Prime Minister in Canada. He says, fight fire with fire, impose retaliatory tariffs on America.
His pointed remarks, such as accusing Trump of threatening Canadian jobs through tariffs and labeling his leadership as intolerant and divisive, have gained support from his progressive followers in Canada. However, Sharma argued that these criticisms, while impassioned, lacked the diplomatic nuance required of a national leader. According to her, Singh's approach appeared more like political grandstanding than a calculated strategy to safeguard Canada's interests in a delicate international relationship.
Trump's Khalistan policy is more ambiguous. Nobody knows if he will support India or Canada. If Jagmeet Singh keeps attacking him in this manner, he may just side with India. After all, Jagmeet is the Khalistani mascot in Ottawa. So New Delhi should enjoy this banter. As for Jagmeet Singh, his party is projected to finish third in the election. His chances of becoming Prime Minister are about the same as Trudeau's, 0. And Trudeau is not even in the race.
A significant part of Sharma's criticism focused on Singh's ties to the Khalistani movement, a separatist cause advocating for an independent Sikh state. While Singh has publicly emphasized peaceful advocacy, his reluctance to explicitly condemn extremist elements within the movement has raised questions about his leadership. Sharma highlighted this ambiguity, pointing out that such equivocation not only undermines his credibility but also casts doubt on his commitment to national security and social harmony. Sharma's critique also focused on Singh's handling of Canada-India relations, particularly his accusations against the Indian government in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a prominent Khalistani figure. Singh has been vocal in blaming India for the incident, yet Sharma pointed out the glaring lack of evidence supporting these claims. This, she argued, has not only strained diplomatic ties between the two nations, but also weakened Canada's position on the global stage. By aligning himself with unverified allegations, Singh has risked alienating a key international partner, a move Sharma deemed short-sighted and counterproductive to fostering meaningful dialogue between the countries.
In fact, this has been the highlight of his political career, shoot and scoot. We saw that against India as well. Jagmeet Singh kept egging Trudeau on. He supported the baseless allegations against India. He even sought sanctions on New Delhi, and Trudeau played along. Jagmeet and Trudeau dragged Canada into a standoff with India, but when the going got tough, he jumped ship. He scrapped his coalition with Justin Trudeau.
Another damning observation made by Sharma was the declining support for the New Democratic Party under Singh's leadership. The numbers tell a sobering story. Before Singh's tenure, the NDP held 44 seats in parliament, but that figure dwindled to 24 in 2019 and only marginally improved to 25 in 2021. For a party historically seen as a third option in Canadian politics, this stagnation risks rendering the NDP increasingly irrelevant, a reality Sharma linked directly to Singh's inability to redefine its identity under his leadership.
He has led the New Democrats in 2 elections in Canada in 2019 and 2021, and both times they got trounced. Before Jagmeet Singh, this party, the NDP, had 44 seats. In 2019, they were cut down to 24, and in 2021, they got 25 seats. I guess he wasn't unplugged in those elections.
For Jagmeet Singh, the fallout from Sharma's critique could be significant. As a political leader who relies on a cultivated image of inclusivity and progressivism, facing such a public challenge to his credibility poses a serious threat to his standing. Sharma's observations about Singh's simplistic leadership style, reluctance to confront extremism, and missteps in international diplomacy have forced many to reassess his effectiveness. Within his party, this scrutiny might fuel internal debates about the NDP's direction and Singh's ability to lead it into future elections. Public perception of Singh's leadership could also shift as Sharma's analysis continues to circulate, potentially influencing voter confidence and reshaping political alliances. The implications of this critique extend beyond Singh and his party. Sharma's arguments touch on broader themes in Canada's political discourse, including the need for clear stances on international issues and the delicate balance between free expression and national security.
Yet Jagmeet Singh is still the party leader, hopefully not for much longer though. Canadian media is piling the pressure on him. Just look at this op-ed in the National Post. This is what it says: Jagmeet Singh's future of irrelevancy cannot come soon enough. I guess for once, we agree with Canada.
By raising questions about Singh's handling of Canada-India relations, Sharma's commentary has also highlighted the fragile dynamics between these two nations. In an increasingly interconnected world, the critique serves as a reminder of how domestic politics can ripple into global relationships, affecting everything from trade to diplomacy. Sharma's critique also raises an essential question about the role of media in democracy. Journalism like hers acts as a vital check on political power, challenging leaders to defend their actions and prompting public discussions about governance and accountability. While some may view such critiques as harsh or even biased, their existence ensures that political figures are not operating in a vacuum, free from scrutiny. The impact of Sharma's analysis demonstrates the media's ability to shape political narratives and influence public perception in ways that formal political processes often cannot. So, what do you think? Has Palki Sharma's critique of Jagmeet Singh raised valid concerns about his leadership, or do you see it as an unfair attack? Let us know your thoughts and join the conversation.